Another day, another ride. So after spending a few nights at this lovely campsite, it's time to move on. Today's destination is Skopje, so I'm leaving Kosovo, and before I can leave the country I have to put a sticker flag on Trixie. Ready to go. Goodbye. Hello dear viewer. When I confirmed upon arrival at the campsite that there was with a tent, the owner immediately offered me to use one of the bungalows. Given the thunderstorm that was predicted for the afternoon, I could not pass up that offer. At that moment I could not have known that the bad weather would only consist of a few raindrops. It is a small campsite with only a few places in the garden. The owner wants to keep it that way, because he thinks it is important that the guest can relax and feel at ease. He also likes to have time for a chat with each guest. Although a number of facilities at its campsite are still in the finishing phase, for example, my bungalow did not yet have light in the bathroom, but that was remedied with a rechargeable lamp, everything is functional and operational. You can tell from these type of campsites that tourism is on the rise in the Balkan countries. But not everything goes smoothly. On the day I visited Pristina, the power went out in the entire region in the evening, which meant that I could not use my notebook because of an empty battery and the internet connection was down. That's not the only reason why I stayed an extra night. The most important reason for this is the enormous hospitality of the owner and his family. I was allowed to join the family meals, which allowed me to get acquainted with the Kosovar cuisine. Here too, they know what good food is. The dishes are of a relatively simple nature, but prepared with fresh products and with a lot of taste. And that, for me, is the true art of cooking. Communication also went smoothly, because the owner speaks English and German well. His wife speaks less well, but we understood each other perfectly. When I asked how best to drive to Skopje, today's destination, the answer was very clear. Take the highway, the other roads are very bad. A confirmation of what I had already seen and heard. And yes, what can I say about riding on the highway? In Kosovo it had an excellent road surface, but is still under development given the lack of a designated gas station. But today it was again a pleasant ride. At the border crossing, the custom officer asked me for my green card. I downloaded it on my phone before leaving home, but I could not find it. Because I had no connection to the mobile data network, I was also unable to retrieve it from my email. Fortunately, the employee of the insurance office at the border was kind enough to give me access to the company network, so that I was still able to show the card to the customs officer. After the border crossing, the road changed from 4 lanes in 2 lanes, but there was little traffic, so that did not affect my ability to continue riding.